There was a lot of shock in the courtroom today because no one had ever really heard the graphic part of how Jam Master Jay had been killed.
A 21-year-old unsolved murder catching fire today. The trial on hip-hop legend Jam Master Jay's killing bringing explosive testimony in the case against two of the men charged with taking the life of the Run DMC DJ, Jason Mizell.
It was jaw-dropping for me to finally hear the narrative of what his friends and family have been asking for 20 plus years. No one has really been able to piece together, which is what prosecutors have done so far in the first 3 days of this trial.
Karl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington pleading not guilty and denying all charges. Jordan's attorney saying his client was at his girlfriend's house at the time of the shooting. Uriel, also known as Tony Rincon, who was in the studio with Jay when he was shot in the head, is finally speaking out.
First of all, he sobbed the entire time.
He actually got emotional.
He sobbed.
Wow.
There were just tears streaming down his face.
Rincon himself was wounded in the gunfire, shot in the leg, giving chilling details in court today of a cold-blooded murder as Rincon pointed across the room to Jordan.
Now, Jordan's family inside...
Darla Miles, a reporter for ABC7, has covered the case extensively and was inside the courtroom.
You got a visual in your head of maybe what Jam Master Jay's face was at the time. It just painted a very vivid picture of when he described that Jam Master Jay's body fell. It left an impression upon me that I will not forget.
Washington's lawyer questioning Rincon's reliability, saying the case was held together with tape and glue. It's the latest decades-old, high-profile hip-hop murder case without resolution.
This speech is my recital.
In the 1980s, Run DMC was the essence of hip-hop, with songs like It's Tricky.
It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. It's tricky.
Their gold and platinum albums climbing to the top of the charts, the first of the genre to do so.
They were the blueprint for a lot of what we are experiencing in hip hop right now. In fact, I don't know that we have hip hop at the level that we have hip hop without Run DMC and Jam Master Jay.
Releasing barrier-breaking songs like Walk This Way, featuring Aerosmith.
The video is still to this day one of the most epic music videos of all time.
The trio, known for their signature look, sporting rope chains, shell-toe Adidas with no laces, fedora hats, and thick-rimmed glasses, ushering in a new era of fashion.
There was not one person that I can think of that I know who lived in the mid-'80s who did not try and replicate that look.
But it wasn't just their cultural mainstream impact. They used their street cred to push the 1980s anti-drug message.
When it comes to drugs, only one word counts. No. Just say no.
By the early 2000s, hip-hop fans and the industry had moved on from Run DMC. And according to prosecutors, that's when Jay turned to the drug trade.
Jam Master Jay was supporting friends, supporting family, helping pull people out of poverty. And it became a situation where helping was somewhat of a financial liability more than he can gain assets. To this day, Jam Master Jay's family denies that he had any connection to drug dealing.
After an alleged $200,000 cocaine deal went bad, prosecutors say Jordan and Washington entered Jay's recording studio in Queens, New York, and shot the hip-hop icon dead, leaving his wife and children behind.
We thank everybody for all their support and their condolences. And we'll get through this.
A star-studded funeral with thousands lined up to pay their respects.
This is how it ends for Jason Mizell, his casket encased in glass pulled by two horses.
It took until 2020 for an indictment to come.
And we have alleged that two defendants, Karl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington, are responsible for the murder of Jason Mizell, who's known to many of us as Jam Master Jay.
Today, Tony Rincon saying on the stand, he kind of walked directly to Jay and gave, like, half a handshake with an arm. And at the same time, that's when I hear a couple of shots. adding, "And I see Jay just fall." The prosecution claiming each defendant was proud that they had taken down Jam Master Jay and got away with it, painting a picture of what happened that night more than 2 decades ago. Many wondering why it's taken so long.
People taking their time to come forward would actually be about fear. You might not fear the person 20, 30, some odd years later, or you just grown apart and you feel safer because you're no longer in that environment, or just the guilt just knocking and knocking and knocking.
Highlighting a reality that many communities face across America.
The relationship between the NYPD and individuals in Hollis, Queens over the last 2 or 3 decades is strenuous at best. And so being truthful with them or believing that they will solve these crimes make it difficult for them to try to coordinate an investigation. But over time, people talk and cases get solved.
Every day there's been someone from Queens paying homage to Jam Master Jay in the courtroom. He was their neighborhood hero, and he was the architect of so much of hip-hop culture.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.